All right, welcome in everybody. It is Monday, so you know what that means. You all got paid because if you guys were tailing daily bread this week, you had a good week and you got the nice Venmo, Cash App, however you get paid, you got paid
Mhm.
from tailing the plays with Sosa and Rex from Paid for Play and Sunday Morning Quarterbacks. If you missed yesterday's episode of Sunday Morning Quarterbacks, you missed a good one where I think each of the analysts came out profiting in that one pretty
Mhm.
well. Sosa, not more than the most, but I know you had a nice little day in there. But make sure you're checking us out on the Daily Bread Media YouTube page, and that's where you catch all three of those shows that are sponsored and powered by PickCity.com. Check them out at PickCity.com for all your sources and needs for VIP services there. And follow them on Twitter as well. Jump over to the YouTube page if you want to get into comments with Rory and Casual. Vegas Shark, what's up, my man? G5 Juan has been checking in almost every episode now, dropping off the winners. Oh, long time no see. Or he just hasn't been commenting. We can't see who's been viewing, but no baby mama drama. I hope that's the reason why you haven't been tapping in with us. Who you? One of the OG day ones.
Mhm.
And he's telling people to like, comment, share, and dish. Who you? We always know he's the man.
He knows. He knows what he knows who it is. He knows. We know you've been around for a cool minute, my brother. Whew.
How you doing today?
Oh man, I can't complain. It's another day, another dollar. Happy to be in the land of the living. Ready to just get to the winners. Got one NFL game. I got 5 NBA picks. Yeah, it's where I'm at right now.
Just throwing down a casual little Monday six pack is what you said right there. Five
Yep. Not.
NBA plays, a few in the NFL.
Yes, sir. You know the deal.
Do we
Yes,
not
sir.
want to address what happened last night in that monsoon?
No, nothing to talk
All
about.
right.
Season's over. I'm done talking about that. We're not even going to discuss that. It's just the season's over. Time to get on
All right.
with
How
time.
about one thing
Shut.
that one thing that you'll be happy to discuss before we get into the NBA slate because I just got the YouTube link out now on the Daily Bread Media Twitter page. Ja Morant, how phenomenal and how awesome was that last night?
Man, it was cool, but he's he still lost. That was the way he lost was just that was heartbreak, bruh. For real. Oh man.
Who
Like
did I'm saying this was much later in the career, but one thing John Morant can do is remember when Garnett. I mean, it's a completely different scenario, but when Garnett missed that free throw, all things changed, just locked in more than ever. John Morant's just got to take it that way. You got in the second game of the season, play it up like that. I mean, because he's more than turned the corner now. He's on the scene. It's way too late to buy stock into him. Everyone's just fanboying him way too hard right now, but that's more than deserved.
Hey man, like I said, some people don't understand the leadership quality this kid brings to the table. He's going to be a star in the league. I don't think there's any worries in my mind. I think he's going to be something extremely special, and yeah, it's just got to wait and let it materialize. He don't get the he's not getting the credit he deserves yet, but soon enough, give it a couple of weeks, they'll be talking about John Morant like they should be. What he did last night was insane on the back to back, and with the refs screwing him the whole game. But different conversation. We'll talk about that some other time.
All right, we got our crew tapped in with us, just milking it a little bit there to make sure nobody misses any of the winners on today's show. So let's start it off with the NBA slate. We'll tease the NFL as the main topic. If anyone's got any hockey picks or anything like that, questions, just drop them in the chat. We always shout you guys out for what you like to see. Do we want to not the easy game of the night, but the Bucks traveling to the Pacers.
No
That's your
Giroux.
team.
No Giroux today, so you know the rule. I'm just stay away from me. I think I lean towards the over 230, but no official play for me in that game. I will take a ticket on I believe FanDuel has like a performance double where it's like let me look it up. It is, I think it's Giannis to have 1-3, and for the Milwaukee to win, it's like plus 160. That's the one. I like them to beat Indiana, but again, it's very difficult for me to bet on this team without one Drew Holiday. I just can't. He's definitely not playing.
Yeah, because that's just where some people read the newspaper in the morning, some people read the news. I open up, look at the lines, and that was the first thing that just popped out to me. I was just like, I can get the Bucks at like minus 125, minus 130 in the money line tonight. I was like, the NBA in Vegas is trying to tell us something there, but that was the one that caught my eye. I'm gonna stay off it, just like you said. Uh, yeah, if Drew's not in there, we don't like it, but if Drew's in there, we like it essentially.
Pretty much, that's how it goes. That's just
What
how.
game do you want to tap
What
into
up,
next?
Trey?
What's your favorite of the slate?
And the Max, appreciation, my boy T Streets, Jack Cashton. We live the Grizzlies. Anthony Edwards over 2.5 threes. That's Tony. Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to that. Also, if you guys want your comment shown, you hop over on YouTube at Daily Bread Media YouTube. You can definitely you can get your comments in on the stream. But moving on to the next game, or are we still on? You still want
No, I
something?
was about to say, what's your favorite game of the night, or which one do you want to get into next?
My favorite game of the night would have to be the Nets Wizards game. I think that my favorite play in the game is the team total of the Washington Wizards. I got it on DraftKings, I believe, at 110.5 this morning.
Yeah, my book has 111 right now, so
Yeah.
accurate.
So 110.5, and that was at minus 115. I like them to score points, especially against a Brooklyn team that played yesterday. I like them to get up and down the court quite fine. I think this Washington team is deep, and I think that they're built to put up points. Spencer Dinwiddie will score a bunch of points, get a bunch of assists. So will Bradley Beal. They'll also give up a lot of points just because that backcourt just doesn't play that great of defense. Everybody's making a big deal about the one game that Washington played to start the season. I put no stock into that. It's just one game. They didn't become some defensive juggernaut overnight. Also, Brooklyn still has no real front line. They rely on KD to do a lot. Give me the Washington Wizards team total over 110.5 minus 115.
I also like that because the Nets are on back-to-backs. Sure, they're at home in both of the games, but still on back-to-backs.
And
that's
also,
when Harden came out yesterday with all those comments saying he's the poster boy. Do we expect him to ball out tonight now because of that? Because you can't make yourself and talk that type of stuff and then throw up a dud the next game.
He has a valid argument, a valid point. It goes both ways, though. A foul's a foul. He's right. And something about James Harden is like James Harden does get fouled a lot. Right now, listen, the way that that he's being officiated now, maybe it's a bit of an overreaction by the referees. Maybe it's because he does have that where he's like pulling, he's like grabbing.
He does grab arms sometimes
and do all that other bullshit. But bro, like he does get fouled. He's a physical freak. He's strong as shit. He's about 240 pounds. I mean, right now he's about 260. He's kind of laboring up and down the court. He looks fat as fuck. He should probably needs to get into basketball shape as well. He doesn't look like he's in shape. But yeah, that's really a thing too. It's like he's not in shape, and if you're not in shape, you can't be being lazy. You know what I mean? You can't be trying to bait fouls. You got to play the game to the best of your abilities and let the fouls come in the framework of the offense. He's always been like that. He's always been able to draw fouls, but again, if you're out of shape and you're laboring up and down the court, he's fat as fuck, bro. That's what it is. He's just out of shape. He's looking for the rest to bail him out when he should have showed up in shape.
Yep, can't disagree with that one there. And yeah, I'm not trying to lay the points with the Nets, but it's just the Wizards. I mean, if they're ever going to cover a spread and win a game and just smack someone, tonight seems like the night the Nets would do it.
Also, I'm sipping the Minnesota Timberwolves Kool-Aid. I like their team total as well. That's probably one of my favorite bets. Uh, why am I not on the right book? Because there it is. The home number is 115, I think. 115 and a half. Listen, New Orleans is a dumpster fire. They're not good. The entire team is built for Zion Williamson, and they might not win a game until Zion Williamson comes back. I don't think he's supposed to be back till like around Christmas, but they're bad. They Devontae Graham he's mid. They're not that good. They're just not a good team. So I just I can't. I'm gonna lay the 5.5 on Minnesota. I'm also gonna go to the well night after night with certain props when it comes to this to Karl Anthony Towns. Like I said, I believe Karl Anthony Towns is the best 3-point shooting big man we've ever seen. Over 2.5 threes at plus 104. I'm going to take it. He's going to shoot 6 to 7 of them every night. If you're going to give it to me at plus money, I'm going to take it. I do not care who the front line is on the other side. I'm also in firm belief that Ant Edwards' assist should be an attainable number. Right now, it's at over 4.5. I do believe it's attainable. He handles the ball a lot. He's also a very good playmaker for others. And also, I'm a fan. I've told you guys he's the guy. He is the guy. Whether you guys want to admit it or not, whether y'all see it or not, he's one of them ones. And like 5.5 is usually purgatory land now too. Remember that 5.5 is usually like where you don't want to be in when you're betting basketball. It's like
spread. Yeah,
spread wise, it's not where you want to be. So like very rarely will you see me lay the 5.5. It's just this Minnesota team. I think that they got something to prove, and I believe that this team. I believe they're a playoff team. We kind of said at the beginning of the year, that they got to tighten up. But Chris Finch is a very good coach. Patrick Beverley adds a level of grittiness they never had. I was never a big fan of Karl Anthony Towns. I thought he was kind of a bitch. I mean, because you see it, like you can be as talented as you want if you don't.
Yeah, headlocked by Ben Simmons. People forget that.
Right, and if you don't go out and win, people forget that the word generational. They act like the word generational doesn't apply to you. But just because Karl Anthony Towns hasn't been winning doesn't change the fact that he's great. He's a great talent. He's a great player. He just hasn't put those ancillary pieces together to put him in in that conversation of superstar or respected amongst his peers. But the talent is the talent. You can't tell me different, bro. Like Karl Anthony Towns is one of the best players we've ever seen. He's just lost. Like that's what separates people. Like nobody gave a fuck about Devin Booker until he went and got Chris Paul. I mean, he had the lowest winning percentage in history of the NBA of any player. He has one playoff run, and people forget that they absolutely stunk until they got Chris Paul. Chris Finch is going to change the culture in Minnesota as long as he's able to keep Ant Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns together. I believe that they can change the culture there. But again, it's like people immediately forget. Like Devin Booker didn't win a motherfucking thing until he got Chris Paul last year. He literally had the worst winning percentage of any player in the history of basketball. And that's not a fact. It was under 27%.
Yep.
So he never moved the meter, never helped the team win, never made anybody around him better. He got Chris Paul, and every motherfucker on earth was talking about Devin Booker like he was the greatest fucking basketball player to ever live. So again, like it takes a team. It takes other guys. Yes, winning there's been a level of disappointment with Karl Anthony Towns because the point guard's his best friend and they've never won anything. But again, once you win, people start respect you. I think this is the year where Karl Anthony Towns and them, they're going to fight everybody tooth and nail no matter who it is in front of them. And I think that's the number one thing that you look for in a young team, competitiveness. Do they compete? I don't think that they're going to have that problem in Minnesota where they get down by 10 and they just pack it up because that's what we've seen in years past. They start to pout like some hoes and they just doesn't matter how talented they are, just start getting beat by 40. I think those days are over, man.
And I think I don't want to put too much on Pat Bev, but I think he's one of the best pieces for that locker room because when Jimmy was there, he was trying to toughen them up, and I don't think he did it the best way. And Jimmy's not for everybody. I think Pat Bev is probably attacking it and doing it a little bit more better of a way there that's conducive to that team. And yeah, I like the Wolves to potentially show up this season, but they always seem to disappoint. It's a good season to change that mantra. There's two games that I'm dying to talk about in today's slate, and both of them are the pick'ems. The Celtics at the Hornets.
Hornets on a back-to-back. They're 3-0. First time in the history of the franchise they're 3-0, which is kind of wild, right? They've had some pretty talented players in to wear that uniform, and they've just never been 3-0. I like this Charlotte team. They run. They're very talented. They get up and down the court. They got the one of those next generational point guards that we like. Miles Bridges has been playing out of his fucking mind. Pretty much everything I told you guys at the beginning of the season, and I told you that they had every piece that you could think of. It's just a matter of them putting it together because they're a young team.
And they're meshing very quickly.
It's crazy because, like I said, the talent is there. They have everything you could think of. They got 3-point shooters. They got lob athletes. They got rim runners. They got defenders. They got guys that can defend multiple positions. They got guys that can put the ball on the floor and score. They got everything you want for a basketball team.
And the Celtics are going the completely different way, so it kind of seems like the roles are reversed in this type of game here.
The only thing that would make you fearful is the back-to-back factor.
Yep.
Young team, hostile environment, one team searching for a win. Even though Boston won yesterday, they want to perform well for their home crowd. Or no, the game's in Charlotte.
Yeah, I was just double checking before I corrected you.
With Charlotte, like I said, it's the only thing that would scare me is a back-to-back. I do, however, like the game to go over 223.5. That'd be my strongest play in the game. If I had to pick sidewise or total-wise, I would like the over in the Boston Celtics game at over 223.5. Boston has yet to click offensively this season, and it's basically the same shit we see in the last 3 fucking seasons in Boston. Nothing has changed.
Just new people there.
It's the same shit. It's the same shit. It's Jason Tatum playing ISO basketball. It's Jason Tatum being inefficient. It's no point guard. It's no ball movement. It's no creation. There's no creativity to the offense. It's a bunch of ISO bullshit. That's what you're fucking getting. Ain't shit changed in Boston. They just changed the faces. Schroeder's doing the same shit that Kemba was doing. The point guard position's a joke in Boston right now. It's a joke. You might as well just fucking start Schroeder at this point.
And that's the toughest part, where it's because, like, I just wanted to fade the Hornets type, but there's no way that I want to put my hard-earned money behind this Celtics squad right now unless I just want to be full contrarian here.
Yeah, it's just tough for me to take them. My initial looks, like I said, I like the over. Like I've been telling people, I love this team. I like LaMelo Ball over 5.5 assists at -134. That number is lower because they believe that Marcus Smart's going to do something to him. Man, listen, LaMelo Ball, one of them ones. Don't worry about that shit. Like I said, you look at this Boston team. Unless, and I've said it last week before the season started, unless Jason Tatum becomes a more efficient basketball player, and I mean that in the sense of making others around him better, the Celtics are going nowhere. They're going nowhere. They have to learn how to be efficient. That's why the Lakers shit's not going to work. The ball stops. In 2021, the ball can't stop. It can't stop every other possession because your best player can't do anything but score. That's what the NBA has become. Look at what the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors have literally reworked how they play basketball. They've completely. Steph Curry looks like fucking Jason Kidd now.
That's what you have to do. You zig when they zag. If you're trying to get to the trend, you're already too late.
And like I said, that's what you're seeing. Steph Curry's what, 34? Like 34 years old? Bro, look at what they're doing now. They're running a completely different offense.
I don't know if he's 34. That seems pretty old.
What's crazy is, Steph Curry's older than Derrick Rose, so he's definitely like I think Steph is like 34. If I'm not mistaken.
I know he's in his 30s. I just didn't think he was up to 34. Yeah, but there's 2 more games that I think we need to hit on real quick here before we get. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Steph's like
never
34.
Doubt. See, I came for the king and I missed, but I didn't go too confidently, so that's why I came up short.
I knew Steph. Steph ain't no spring chicken. People forget that. That's what makes it great. People keep talking about Steph like he got the baby face. He's not that much younger than LeBron,
All
but
right.
somehow he looks like he's getting better.
So let's go to the Raptors as home dogs tonight to the Chicago Bulls.
Man, it's a tough one. This is DeMar DeRozan going back to Toronto. One narrative. We got a Toronto team. This Toronto team is going to be very Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, I was about to say, I make this
Very Jekyll and
Toronto a
Hyde.
favorite in this spot here. This is why I would want to see if you would talk me off backing Toronto here. They have a lot of the momentum now because they're trying to go soccer culture here and cancel and get out there one of their GMs or owners. I forget exactly who he is, Rogers. But this is just where I think I have to take the Raptors on the money line at plus 105 when my numbers say they should be a 3-point home favorite here. But is there any reason why I shouldn't be?
No. I mean,
It's just like the contrasting styles of matchups, so it's just going to be which one wins.
yeah, this is a tough one for me to take immediately. Although I mean, if I had to, I would pick. I have certain plays like I like Zach LaVine's points, over 25.5. Those guards in Toronto don't really scare me. I mean, obviously Scotty Barnes plays good defense, but he's still a rookie. He's coming off a big game too. He just dropped like 25. Scotty's aggressiveness is actually his aggressiveness and confidence has been the most beautiful thing for me from watching his game so far. There's no fear. He's willing to put the jumper up. It's the biggest knock on this game, or people said was the biggest knock on this game. The jumper looks fluid. He's not scared. I think Scotty is he's going to be right there in the mix for Rookie of the Year when it's all said and done this season. We just saw Jalen Green kind of have his coming out party last night, hit 6 threes. They obviously lost. They'll probably be tanking all year too. They're not going to be good. Houston's going to be bad. We know that. Houston, Oklahoma City, they've already shown you guys we're not out here trying to win too many
In
games.
that fourth quarter, it all comes to action. We've seen it with our eyes way too many
Exactly.
times. You know when it happens.
We told you guys, look at the games, the first 3 quarters. Quality basketball. Fourth quarter, these motherfuckers are trying to lose. They're not even, and it's blatant as fuck too. I mean, like the starting 5, who you would think are the 5 best players from the other team, they don't even march them out there at the end. They're just like looking off a spreadsheet, like, let's see how this guy plays tonight. That's what we're getting from some of these teams.
Yeah, but I'm just taking the Raptors here at the money line. Plus 105 tonight. We got 85% of the money is on the Bulls for the spread action as well. I'm pulling up the money line exact numbers right here as well. But yeah, we've got 90% of the money line tickets too are on the Bulls. Love that spot here. Let's go Toronto for tonight only. Plus
I'm
105.
making the executive call from the FanDuel Sportsbook. Player performance double tonight in the Denver game. Okay. We're going to go Michael Porter Jr. to score 20 points and Denver win. Tonight will be the Michael Porter Jr. coming out party. He's going to get the 20 clip. He's going to drop at least 20, and they're going to win against Cleveland. Plus 168. Michael Porter Jr., 20 points. Denver win. Lock it in and set it, forget it. We'll see you tomorrow on that one. That'll be an easy winner. He's yet to have gone off. He will go off tonight. That's my firm belief. At the crib, everything points in that direction. You know what it is.
Who's going to be even guarding him? Okoro?
Oh, yep. And like I said, I also will probably be hanging. I'll probably be laying the 9. Probably might be a live spot because I could see Cavaliers maybe fighting in the first quarter and getting a better number than 9. But I wouldn't be too fearful laying the 9, bro. Like Denver plays great.
This should be a 15-point spread, easy.
Denver plays great at home. They're extremely tough to beat at the crib. Cleveland's coming off a win in which they didn't see coming at all. Which brings obviously because Atlanta plays tonight, and I like Atlanta to win tonight. But Cleveland, I think Cleveland comes out and gets fucking handled tonight. I think they get smacked, but that's just my personal belief. The -9 is not a play that I'm giving out, but I wouldn't be surprised if Denver beats the shit out of them. It would be no surprise at all.
I was about to say, saying Atlanta, saying a -705 money line is going to win tonight. You're really going out on a ledge on that one.
Yeah, I know,
Well,
right?
let's get into the late game
700.
because we're starting to run a little bit here because we always go long on NFL as well. Trailblazers at Clippers. I was feeling a double dog night here and taking the Trailblazers, but there's just not much that.
Is
Why am I?
that how you were feeling?
Yeah, because are you on the Clips or were you rocking the Trailblazers
That's how you're
still?
feeling? 'Cause I'm on the Trailblazers. I'm on the Trailblazers money line +126.
Let's go. I'm taking the +3 personally, but yeah, money line plus money if you ain't scared like me.
Dame tonight, man. Dame got to come up. Dame got to come up big one these nights, bro. Like he has not been himself, but it's kind of like how the season started last year. I remember I told you about this. McCollum was the leading scorer on the team, then he got hurt.
Yep.
But this is literally a mirror image of what we got last year. CJ came out cooking, killing everybody. But I believe in Dame and them tonight to get the job done against this Clipper team. I think they give you enough defensively against Paul George, and I think they can outpace them offensively. I think the game probably goes over. Portland's team total's a good play. Haven't quite hit it yet. You know what I'm saying? Haven't quite going with that one. Hey man, you already know I'm rolling with them, man. I'm rolling with the squad. I kind of like the Pistons +12. The rotation of bigs. The rotation of bigs matches up well, similar to Cleveland bigs. I feel you, but the guards, bro, the guards. That's why I would have to stay away from the guard play is just so drastically so much better. Dame 30 plus in Portland to win is +280. Dame hasn't dropped 30 yet, but tonight's probably the night. It's coming. Once Ant, D'Lo, and Cat were healthy down the stretch last year, last night they never gave up. Knew they would be good this year. Rex, I'm already on Toronto myself. That's Taze.
Let's
DJ
go, Taze.
laughing at some shit I was saying. Ant-Man up next. You're right. Yep. Queen Lex is laughing. Stop laughing at us. It's messed up. But yeah, I'm looking at Dame, CJ, and Nurk for some props. Every time Dame plays Clips, Ty Lue blitz Dame every hype. That is true, but remember also he can only do that for like a half. And also
piece that he used to blitz with a lot too. I
right.
mean, the piece is still there and nice.
Right, but remember that's when they had Paul George, Beverly, and Kawhi. It's too difficult to.
It's really easy to blitz with.
It's really easy to do that when you got those three guys. You know, I don't think he can do that without those. It's the personnel is what makes it. I mean, if Dame sees Terrence Mann coming at him, a little different. You know what I mean? A little different than blitzing a PG or blitzing a Pat Bev. You know. But that's a good point. And also, Spliff is a Clipper fan.
We love Spliff, though.
We love you, Spliff. But we
got the inside tickets to go to the opening Hawaii game, though. So Spliff, if you're in Hawaii, hit up Spliff. He got the connect.
In on the island. He's plugged in on the island. We know that now.
All right, let's get into some Monday Night Football.
Ooh. Well, you already know who I'm going with, and it ain't the Seahawks. Fuck them off top. You know. I'm already fuck the Seahawks. You know what I'm saying I might have to cheer for Kyler Murray. You know, I love my black quarterbacks. So I might have to just cheer for him a little bit. You know, Lamar took an L yesterday. But shout out to Joey B. Joey B did his thing, showed up, looked like that guy. You feel me? Obviously, everyone's calling for an Alvin Kamara night. I think Seattle obviously is expecting a high dose of him. I do believe that they throw the ball around the park tonight, though. I like Jameis Winston over 1.5 touchdowns. I think Jameis has a night tonight. This Seattle defense is an absolute travesty and joke. I mean, if you're playing, if you had watched the game against what's my man against last week against Ben Roethlisberger. Bro, like the defense is a joke. The fact, like again, I'm going to keep saying this. What the Steelers are doing to their skill players is malpractice. Like they work their asses off in the offseason only for a quarterback who can't get them the ball to be their quarterback. Like they should have lost last week. I mean, if Russell Wilson played last week, Seattle wins that game by like 2 touchdowns. I swear to you, that it wouldn't have even been close
Yep.
because he's just that terrible, bro. As far as I'm concerned with this one, like I said, I like the over 1.5 touchdowns for Jameis Winston. I believe that is it's at plus 132. It's plus money. I like him to throw one to probably throw one to AK. Obviously, to AK to score a touchdown is at minus 240. You can sprinkle something on first touchdown at plus 300, and you can sprinkle 2+ touchdowns, but even that's at plus 240. Two other guys I would take a ticket on to get a touchdown tonight. DK Metcalf, because DK Metcalf hasn't gone 2 games this season without a touchdown. So that's at plus 195. That's great value. Traquan Smith coming back. Keep an eye on him. He's had a bit of chemistry with Jameis Winston. I think Traquan Smith scored us a touchdown tonight as well at plus 185. It's definitely worth the
return game.
Absolutely. Well, not they're going to have that's his first game back. And what's the
not kickoff return. Yeah, I saw where you're
trying to find a ticket on the little guy. You had a ticket on Deontay. Or is Deontay hurt? Deontay's hurt, huh?
Let me look.
Deontay's hurt. On this, you said, what do you think about over 7.5 RBs? Isaiah Stewart over 7.5 rebounds. Not a bad bet, bro. Sadiq Bey's been rebounding the ball like he's fucking Kevin Garnett, though, to start the year. It might be raining all night in Seattle. Saints going to beat the dog shit out of the Seahawks. I mean, that's my expectation. G. Cole says, I'm on Kamara's 31.5 receiving yards. Seattle's last in the year. Yep. Last in the league, giving up running back yards. And Geno can't get the playmakers. Thing about Geno Smith, you got to play out of shotgun the whole game. You have to play spread. The run game
and they don't even have their backs healthy. Collins is supposedly ready to go. They have Rashad Penny coming back from the IR tonight. So, this is Geno's 3rd game as the starter now, I believe. So this is where I think
it's his 2nd game as a starter. It's his 1st game, or it's his 3rd game of action. 2 games ago, he came in the 3rd quarter, and
I forgot he started. His first start was against But this is where I think the Saints defense is smart enough. I mean, the Pittsburgh defense did everything they possibly could to give that team a win, like you've said earlier in the show. So this is where Jameis on the road. The chat saying there could be potential weather there. Yeah, that's Seattle. So that's where putting the 4. I mean, that's where I think you could potentially maybe get a better line live, but I'm not trying to be on the Hawks tonight here. I don't think it ends pretty. So that's where targeting your player props, be a little careful with it. But I think you can target the Saints skills players. I wouldn't really be trying to target any Seahawks players tonight.
Likewise, bro. We're on the same page. Yep, and the under 18.5 for team total for Seattle is a very good play. I mean, I could see DK being in jail all day, and maybe getting a touchdown on something like a fade or like some. But I honestly, bro, they're just not good, bro. Seattle.
Yeah, tonight's going to be the showing prime time in front of everyone. The unraveling will come out.
Yeah, you can't get me to spend any more money on that. But I think that's pretty much all the plays that I'm on for this one. I mean,
yeah, it's easy when you're really only targeting one team here because no running backs. Don't want to touch DK there. I mean, Disley, potentially you want to, but still, I don't. There's better places to be putting your money tonight. So that's where when I'm only handicapping the one side and you rattled off where to be, there's not much more to say on that one.
Yards are, listen, if you're betting yards props, best of luck to you. I gave you the best value looks you're going to get all night because you don't need but 1 yard to get a touchdown. Don't go out here thinking that 4 receivers from Seattle is going to get you 40 yards. That's stupid. That's dumb. You're donating half your money. So just be careful with that. So that would be my greatest line. Lattimore is clamps. You already know, G-Claw. You know what the deal is. Big lockdown. You feel me? And he could take whoever he want out the game. When Lattimore's in the lineup, the defense that New Orleans defense is elite. So take it for what it is. And like that guy just said, he knows the deal. Just went on. No, G Coil or G. No, I'm not saying Saints team total. Fuck no. I'm just saying that I don't think that Seattle's going to score more than 18 points. These are just my thoughts.
That's going to wrap it up for us. A lot of action in the NFL, a lot of action in the NBA as well.
Sure.
We still got a decent amount of people rolling with us. I'm trying to think of one last. Texas Tech's football coach got fired. I mean, that's really not that big of news.
Really not, no.
Trying to think of anything wild that happened that we can banter on at the end, but I really don't got anything.
What can we talk? Bro, Joe Burrow whooped Lamar Jackson's ass yesterday, bro. Y'all want him, because this is what y'all want. This is what y'all really want. Y'all really want me to address my failures. Listen,
Jamar Chase really made Joe Burrow look filthy, but Joe Burrow went out there and did dominate that.
If any of you fucking idiots have something negative to say about Jamar Chase after yesterday, just save it.
How's the NFL going to screw him out of this Rookie of the Year? I'm so waiting for it to get to Mac Jones somehow.
I swear to God, if they fuck this one up,
yeah,
he's going to be an All-Pro, bro. He's going to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no possible way they can give it to Mac
Chase
Jones.
Is the one. He's the one. Stop fucking playing with that man. I keep trying to tell y'all. Stop fucking playing with the dude. He's the one. He's one of them ones. All right?
Hey, Bleed Green Bets, you're way behind on that train. You're paying premium at that price right now. Good Lord.
Yeah. You're not getting them. You wish. They look at Manny talking shit about my Niners. It's all good, man. It's just one game. Hey, dude, Toronto even got a football team? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Argonauts.
Oh, it's the CFL. Okay.
We only play 3 downs in the CFL, Sosa.
Norm Powell's officially out for Portland tonight. Yes, that does change things for me. Thank you for bringing that up, Taze. If Norm is out, Dame's definitely getting 30. They might not win, but he's definitely getting 30.
That's why we got the +3.
Definitely getting 30. The grind is real. Norman Powell, Sixers. Yeah, man. So, yeah, that's pretty much all it is. What else? What a great weekend. Hit 16 anytime touchdown scores between three handicappers in the Diamond Club yesterday. Pretty Rain Man shit, man. I mean, fucking insane. Three handicappers going over 70%, 65+% on one sport in a day. It's insane, man. Fucking what a wonderful day. If you guys aren't in the Diamond Club, make sure you get down. We got some stuff brewing brewing.
Yeah, you guys gave out so many fucking plays yesterday. There wasn't anything for me to be on. Except for, man, I wasn't going to bring it up.
You got it, man. Go ahead.
Nah, man, you didn't bring it up. No, I'm just fucked. I can't believe Atlanta really backdoored and came down real quick and scored there.
I'm sick about it, bro. I'm sick about it.
That was literally, if we're going to talk about as good of the day we had, we got to talk about the one loss that we had because we're transparent with every single person out there. That was just a kick in the nuts. You thought they had that.
I'm over here like I already had the draft the tweet in my drafts. Like, yeah, we about to. Yeah, what I tell y'all, Miami, fucking garbage ass franchise, man. Fuck their Dolphins, fucking Dolphins. Fucking.
Thank you for I'm just happy because we got their first round pick. They're sitting at 1-6. We're sitting at 2-4, man, or 1-5. That's looking like some good picks right there.
So, but yeah,
all right,
pretty much it.
Daily Bread Media. Give us that like, give us that subscribe. We appreciate all you guys tuning in with us. First half hour, NBA. Last 10 minutes-ish was NFL. We'll see you all tomorrow.